hello and welcome back to my channel. It is Carrie from Coffee and Crafts, and I thought today we would get our swatch on. We need to continue our work in the Arteza Inkonic pens in our trusty swatch and idea book. So let's get into the video. Most, if not all, the colors. So let's get to work. All right, this is A2, and I've went ahead and wrote down all the names in interest of the video not being super long. But I kind of feel like you can't see the whole page. Let me shift things just a little bit. You might see a keyboard. That just can't be helped, but we'll try that. I think that'll work. I think that works pretty good. All right. Let's get to work here. Do we have enough light on the subject? It is kind of a cloudy day. It's a little bit more light. It is kind of a cloudy day, so my lighting isn't the greatest. Let's see, we could move this over here. That would help me. If you have lighting on the opposite side of your dominant hand, that helps. All right, let's get started. Stop delaying. Most of these are flowing really nicely. Like this one is coming right out. So it could just be that this set was sitting in Amazon storage for a long time and they just need a little help getting going. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I actually have a project I'm working on. I don't know if you saw my how to watercolor backgrounds video, but I'm thinking I'm going to do cherry blossoms. I'm tempted to use that one, this fine liner. I haven't decided if I want to do fine liners or colored pencil for the main part of that page. And this one doesn't flow as well, so I don't know. I had a viewer tell me to use small circles, and that helps get it flowing, so we'll do that. But it seems kind of inconsistent how flowy they are, but I know you can fix that. It's just they've dried up a little bit on the inside, and so you take the nib off. I know, scary, right? You take the nib off and you just put you take a little tweezer pipe thing and drop a couple drops of water in there and you're good to go. So I'm probably gonna have to do that on some. Okay, that was peony pink, like the flower. And then next we have, oh no, that's not. I think they moved location. 140, okay. The next one is 149 bubblegum pink. Gotta love bubblegum pink, right? So I'm using small strokes. I think with fine liners, it helps if you use small strokes or small circles, because it's such a small nib. This is 0.4 millimeter. I don't even know what you'd compare that to. Small. It's a tenth of a millimeter larger than the Stadler's. And I actually can notice the difference, surprisingly enough, but it's really minimal. Okay, this is 190 rouge pink. I think like the makeup rouge. Okay, this one's feeling dry. Let's give it we'll give it a little shake. I think that helps kind of get that ink down. And it might be a good idea to store these vertically store your case vertically. So that's maybe might help. Oh boy, this is really dry. I wonder if dipping it in water would make a difference. I feel like it's just the tip that's dry. Let me get some water and try that. Alex is watching the birds today. So I'll just give that a minute. See if it makes a difference. Okay, it's completely dried out when I did that, so there was only ink at the tip. So I think this pen is dried out. We're gonna have to take it apart. So we'll just put a little asterisk there. That's a bummer. All right, let's move on to 183 blush red. So I don't recommend dipping it in water. I need to take it apart, and I guess that will be an upcoming video. Let's see, this one is just fine. I'm a little nervous about doing that. I've never done it before. But I have seen other people do it, and I ordered the tools for it, so we should be okay. Maybe we can do that together. Make me less nervous if you guys are with me. Right, that was blush red. Now, whether these are in the right order from light to dark colors or the rainbow or anything, I'm just using what's coming out of the box, what Arteza thinks the order should be. But we may adjust that down the road. You know, I love colored pencil, but I'm also really loving ink. Watercolor, Fineliners. I also have some Pitt pens that I've been enjoying. I guess variety is the spice of life. That was Neon Pink. A107 Neon Pink. Okay, now we're going to do Bubble Bath Pink. A187. And this one is feeling a little dry. Sometimes you don't know if maybe it's the color is just delicate or if it's the nib. But yeah, scratchy. I'm gonna stand this one up 190 vertically and just see at the end of the video if any of the ink has come down, but I think it's dry. Dry to the bone inside. It's hard because I feel like some of it is because they're new or haven't been used, that they are dry at the tip, but if you work through it, that they start working, but some of them are just done. All right, this is 198 Classic Pink. So let me know in the comments if you're liking this playlist of swatching. I think that it helps you to relax and get used to your materials, especially if you do mixed media. It's a good idea to refresh your memory of what your materials are like. All right, this is 163 Blush Pink. I am really loving using a gridded notebook or a dot grid notebook, and then I don't have to worry about making nice lines. And that's my OCD kicking in. If you don't have OCD, you don't care, then maybe that's not important to you. Well, that's pretty. Vibrant. So I do like the Staedtler pens, but there's only 60 colors, and so I wanted to try these because there's 120 for a full set. All right, this is 129 Fuchsia. And I definitely have FSS. Have you heard of that? I heard a YouTuber talk about it. It's full set syndrome. Like, I really want to have all the colors. What if I want to use all the colors? Or what if I'm coloring something and I don't have the color I want? So I like to have options. All right, 196 Hot Pink. Just dot our grid here. Make our square. Ooh, this is much more vibrant. It seems like the lighter colors are the ones that are drier. Maybe they have less pigment, so they dry it out. I don't know. Ooh, that is pretty. Hot pink. It's hot. Okay, the next one is 110 Mulberry Pink. Mulberry. Now we're getting into purple pinks. All right. And I have exciting news. We are starting a new tray. So we have completed our first tray. Do you think Alex will mess with it? He's asleep. Oh, he just looked at me. All right. Ooh, so pretty. Look at the new tray. Oh my goodness, look at that. I just love blue, purples, blues, and greens. All right. Let's start. Okay, this one is 144 Lilac. I feel like not swatching these has held me back from using them. I really haven't used them on a product just a tiny bit, or on a project. I like to number my pencils in order, and I like to do my own labeling system, and that's something that I am going to show you guys soon, because probably with these, because I need to get that done. Okay, I have a whole system, you guys, that helps me not let my OCD control my art. Okay, so this is 139 Amaranth Pink. So amaranth is a wheat, is a type of wheat. Has anyone watching this video ever eaten amaranth? The only reason I know that is because I also have a gaming channel, and I love to play Stardew Valley. And one of the things you can grow in there, it's a total farming sim game. And one of the things you can grow in there is wheat. But that don't look like wheat to me. Not sure why they called it amaranth. Maybe it has a pink tone or something to it. All right, this is 219 Mauve. Yeah, and this is what bugs me. Like, this is darker than this, so why was it before this? I don't know. Everybody's eye is different, so don't go by my order. You can if you want to, but this is actually Arteza's order. And I think I will continue swatching. Maybe once a week is my goal, is to do a swatch video once a week. And then even if I've had the materials before and maybe swatched them before, you change your opinions over time. All right, this is 162 Lavender. You change your opinions and you might reorder them. So I think in 2026, we will swatch again. And maybe change up the order. After we've used them for a while, we may have some different opinions. And we may weed out some materials that we didn't like. Sometimes the only way to know if you like something is to actually try it yourself. YouTube videos and watching swatch videos and things, that does help. You narrow it down, but at the end of the day, do you like it? That's what's the most important thing, and that you're having fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Okay, so this is 184 Light Magenta. Magenta is a pink, but this is more purple. Yeah, the majority of these pens are flowing just fine, but there are a few, especially lighter colors, that are giving me some trouble. So if you're interested in a review, there it is. I think they're great. I think they're beautiful. I'm glad I bought them. They were very inexpensive. But be prepared that some of them may be dried out and that you're going to have to fix them. But don't worry, I got you. I got you. I'm going to show you how to fix them. We're going to learn together. All right, this is 165 Ubi Purple. Ubi? It's U-B-E. What should I pronounce it as? Ubi? 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 Maybe it's Oob. Oob? I don't know. How do they come up with these names? I have no idea. Oh, this is dark. A dark purple. And I haven't been testing my transparency. Maybe we'll do that at the end. But this is feeling kind of opaque to me. Now, what is transparent versus opaque? If you don't know, transparent means you can see through it, see dark lines through it. But opaque means it just takes over any graphic that it touches and you can't see that graphic anymore. Yeah, that's super dark. I think that's going to be an opaque. So this would be opaque, but probably this is going to be transparent. Like even these darker ones, though, are fairly transparent. It was close. It was close for me to judge, but... And we could show that as a video sometime. Excuse me. All right, this is 125 Orchid Purple. This is a brighter purple here. I was watching someone swatch another medium this morning, and they made a comment about, like, we want all the colors, right? But sometimes you get a lot of colors from a company, and they're really not unique. Like, is there really 120 unique colors? Is it really unique? I don't know. Some of them are really similar. These are feeling pretty unique, but like these are pretty similar. This one is just slightly darker. What do you think? How many colors is enough? That would be the question. How many colors is enough? 188 Wisteria Purple. Now, I have some wisteria in my backyard. It is a beast to take care of and manage. It grows like wildfire. And it takes years and years to develop that plant. So we cut some of it out. I felt kind of bad about it, but you know what? It's not my project. It wasn't my project. It was here when I came. And if you don't like something, it should make you happy. The things you have in your yard, flowers and whatnot, should make you happy. All right, we're on the next page. Yay! Do we need to let this dry at all? No, it seems to dry right away, so that's cool. All right, here's our next page. Finish off my tea. I also picked some strawberries this morning. That is nothing like fresh. So good. Okay. The next one, if I can get a hold of it here. That's 192. Oh, I'm over here. So in this book, I don't know, maybe you're confused why I'm going backwards. I'm not left-handed. I'm actually both. I can use both hands, but so I was probably supposed to be left-handed, but you know, back in the day, they didn't really encourage that. And so I'm right-handed now. So I throw, like, I use my left hand with sports and my right hand with writing and coloring and whatnot. Okay, so with this book, I wanted it to be a swatch book, but also an idea book. So what I've done is I'm starting from the back and working my way to the middle for my swatching. And then my ideas, I'm starting in the beginning. See, here's my project, A Million Sea Creatures, page 49, and I tried out some colors, wrote down some names, looked at some combinations. What do I want to use? And then I have one that I'm planning on working on the fox in Symphony of Cute Animals, and I've written down some colors. I'm debating whether to use Polychromos or Prismacolor. Polychromos is a harder pencil, so it's easier to draw fur, so I'm kind of leaning in that direction. And then I'll just keep working on new projects. I'm going to add ideas. And then when I meet in the middle, I'm done. Hopefully this will last me through the end of 2025, and then we can start a new book in 2026. Okay, so back to business. 192 Thistle Purple. So I'll just dot the corners. So this is a lighter color and it's feeling scratchy. I think that's a lot of, I think the lighter colors need a little help with flow. Make sure I'm not pushing down too hard. Make sure that's not the problem. That one that I was struggling with definitely needs to be opened up, because when I dipped it in water, the pigment completely disappeared, and now I can't get anything out of it. So I think it's maybe clogged. But we've got it tipped up vertically to see if any color comes down. That's pretty. It's very pretty. Yeah, Thistle Purple. Okay, next one is 200 Powder Blue. Oh, we're starting to get into the blues. So they have these with the purples at the end of the purples. So I guess it's a purpley blue. And every company is going to have their own interpretation of colors, and that's why we need lots and lots of brands. At least that's what I'm telling myself, is that we need everything. We need it all. In reality, we can't have it all, right? But that's why it's good to watch these kind of videos and research and decide, narrow down what things are you interested in. Just because your favorite YouTuber is interested in them doesn't mean that you should be, but you should definitely do your research. 142 Amethyst Purple. Amethyst Purple. Amethyst. That is a gem color. But I haven't been able to find very many YouTubers that do fine liner work. Maybe because it's slower? I don't know. But let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. I'm always looking for something that is hard to find that I can provide to you guys. But I figure so my process in picking out, that's a little scratchy, but it's okay. It could be the paper too. This is watercolor paper. We'll see how it goes. right, where are we at? Okay, this is 109 Violet. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, I do definitely think the lighter colors are struggling, the darker colors are not. So it probably has less pigment, but yeah, we'll have to try this out. And maybe the thing to do is to have a swatch book that's not watercolor paper, that's more similar. Oh, that's going to be opaque. Look how dark that is. That's more similar to coloring book paper. Okay, is this the right one? No. Grab that one. This is 136 Eggplant Purple. All right. Next one is 191 Blueberry. That's really dark too. We're getting more into the blues now. All right. This is dark 119 dark blue. Yeah, so I highly recommend do not stick it in water. Because that just made it worse. You gotta get the water in the barrel, which means pen operation. Ooh, that is very dark. So I think I tried one of these darker ones and went, oh no, some of these are not transparent. We need to research that. Okay, 205 Pastel Blue. Ooh, I love me some pastels. Oh boy. Light color. Okay, I'm going to try not pushing so hard. See if that helps. Yeah, it seems to be coming out okay. I'm wondering if I'm pushing too hard on the lighter colors. Maybe. It's scratchy though. I think I may go through all my light colors and just open them up and give them a little love. All right, 117 Arctic Blue. That sounds nice. Pretty. this is on the lighter side too, but brighter. And it's flowing just fine. But yeah, the ones that don't look vibrant, I think I'm gonna break them open. I'm gonna have to get over that fear. Okay. That's pretty. Love it. Okay. 159 cyan. It's not cyan. It's cyaning blue. I've run across this color in my, what is it? What's the name of it? It's a watercolor set that I have. My brain just went blank. I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, Sennelier. My Sennelier. It was in there. I knew it. I have a Sennelier watercolor set that I do love, but the color range is not the palette that I have. The color range is not everything. But I could work on that. I could add some pans. That is pretty. Love all my blues. I haven't found a blue I don't like. Okay, 167 ocean blue. Ooh. Ooh. A little more pigmented here. A little more vibrant. You also want to come up with like some color palettes, some color combinations that you could use, because when you have 120 colors, it can be kind of overwhelming to pick colors out. So we might do some of that on the channel. I'm not sure. Mainly, I'm trying to use color wheel principles so that I have some kind of guide. I'm not a professional artist, so I don't just sit down and say, oh, let's pick this and this and this and this. Nope. I have to think about it, try it out, see how. I do have a little bit of an eye. I do. I've done some other things that required it. Like I used to quilt. I used to do some quilting. I've done some knitting. A little bit of cross stitch, but my eyes just couldn't handle it. Too small. And diamond painting. But those colors, diamond painting, cross stitch, those kind of are picked out for you. Okay, now we are at 131 sapphire blue. Let's do little circles. I also picked up, I'm kind of revealing some secrets here, but that's your reward for watching me swatch videos. I picked up a couple of paint by number coloring books. I'm kind of intrigued by that. I mean, there is no shame in coloring in a paint by color by number coloring book. There's no shame in that. And you can add, you don't have to completely stick to what they show you. You know, it's kind of like how coloring books are a jump start. Maybe you don't want to draw out a picture, but you want to color it. It's kind of some of the work is done for you, but then you get to decide how to interpret that artwork. I think color by number is the same thing. Like maybe you don't want to pick your colors by scratch, but maybe you decide, I don't like that one that they picked. I'm going to change it up a little bit. And it has a key, so you can decide. Let's get to color here. This is cyan blue. You can decide which colors represent what, and you could do different mediums. And I know it's kind of hard to understand while it's not in front of me, but that's a series that I would like to do on the channel, is a color by number series. And I think one of the mediums I will use is Fineliners. I think I would like to try multiple mediums for it. I'd like to do colored pencils, Fineliners, maybe some Pitt pens, maybe even some watercolor. And I'll show you how you can change that up. Okay, 186 denim blue. Man, that cyan blue is gorgeous. I love that. It's kind of feels like a blue-green. Okay, this is denim blue. I really would love to finish swatching this, so I'm being way too chatty. But hopefully you're learning a thing or two on the way. Okay, this is one color I was thinking of would be good with the coloring book. Is one of them calls for steel blue 211. And a smaller set might not work unless you did open stock for those color by number books. I think in my heart of hearts, my favorite color in the whole world is steel blue. It's kind of a gray blue, and it's just soft and cozy. I don't know, I really love it. I do get some streaking with these Fineliners, but I'm also going a straight line. I'm working off of a textured paper, so that could be a lot of the reason why. Circular motions, you're going to have that less, I think. All right, another pretty color, peacock blue. Does anybody have peacocks that's watching this video? Let me know in the comments. I've never owned one, but I have been in areas where they would hang out. I used to have a house up in the hills that peacocks would come. And be a nuisance on my property, but they're very pretty. And I've had a job where that was kind of a pretty business park that they had some. That's a pretty color. Love it. Okay, next, true blue. What does Arteza consider true blue? I kind of picture true blue is like a royal blue. This is very blue, I have to admit. What do you guys think? Is this a true blue? No. Colors and art are so subject to interpretation. I mean, granted, there is some skill involved. Like, people need to look at it and go, yeah, I can see it. Not, ew. You don't want anyone to look at your artwork and say, ew. I hope you guys never do that with mine. Okay, 180, periwinkle. Oh, one of my friends. This is her favorite color, periwinkle. And she actually uses it as a handle for her social media. And, yeah, it's a fond color for me. It reminds me of my friend. Very dark though, this one is. All right. Next is 166 Carolina Blue. Okay, the names in this set are making me feel that this is an American product, American-made product. Am I right or am I wrong? I have no idea. Ooh, I like this. I like this color a lot. It's bright, but not too bright. It's vivid, but not neon. I'm more drawn to more of the subdued colors, and I'm starting to realize maybe I should get some Derwent products because what I'm hearing is that a lot of their stuff is more the tertiary colors, which is like secondary or third on the color wheel. Okay, this is Egyptian Blue 155. And these two colors are very similar. This might be a tad darker. All right. Okay, here's our royal blue. 103 royal blue. It's a little darker and maybe has a touch of purple in it. Now on this swatching, I don't care if it has streaking. I mean, it's good to know that it can. So like, I don't think I would use a fine liner for a background. Oh my gosh, can you imagine how long that would take? Well, actually, I take that back. I am actually doing that right now in a Joanna Basford wallpaper book. I don't think I've shown that to you guys on the channel yet. I have a bunch of stuff I'm going to show you on my What I Colored in June that you haven't seen. So I'm super excited about that. It's coming up. Oh, it's the 23rd. I got about another week to get some stuff done. 141 Night Sky Blue. But that background is like, wait till you see it. It's crazy. It's like a very dense wallpaper. And the background is very broken up and tiny. So I'm okay with doing fine liners for that background. But a big background, can you imagine doing fine? No, it'd be worse than colored pencil. Ooh, that's dark. That's definitely night sky. Okay, now we're getting back into some lighter colors because we're getting into the greens. We are now starting the greens. So this is 209 Pastel Green. Let's see if we have a problem with it. I'm going to try not to push down too hard. And do tiny circles. But I'm kind of wondering if the paper isn't liking the lighter colors on some of these. I mean, it's coming out. I wouldn't say it's a steady flow like the darker ones, but pretty scratchy. It's pretty color. We'll have to try some of these out on some stock paper. Or how about an actual coloring book? How about that? All right. What time is it? We've gotten through the blues and it's almost an hour. Can we get through the greens? All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna be less chatty. Try in the interest of getting through some of these colors. So I think I'll probably tell my future self to turn on some music at this point and speed up the video a little bit and get some swatching done. All right, Spearmint Blue, 181. Okay, next color is 215, Aqua Blue. Okay, 171, Turquoise. Ooh, 133, Electric Blue. Okay, 214, Aqua Marine. How are you doing, Alex? Okay, 177, Mint Green. $158, Seafoam Green. $138, Teal. All right, so that's it for this tray. That's gonna be it. We're on to our, we're gonna be doing our last tray of pins. Okay, 127 turtle green. Okay, 120 or 220 spring green. $145 fresh green. Fresh green. That's pretty. $179 green, just green. That's a pretty green too. All right, 122 moss green. $161 emerald green. Pretty. $120 seaweed green. 132 forest green. $113 basil green. $106 pine green. This is very dark. 207 jungle green. $201 sage green. $176 pale green. Mm. 199 pistachio. 147 lime. Hmm. 111 light green. Okay, another spread of pages done. Okay, so we just have this page left. $150p green. Okay, 153 bright green. $126 crocodile green. $146 olive green. Okay, 154 tea green or green tea. Gotta love me some green tea, yeah. I do drink green tea. Do you? Ooh, this is a bright color. 213 neon yellow. $152 acid green. $152 acid green. $170 pear green. $197 khaki. Like the pants. Khaki pants. Like Target uniform. It does not look khaki to me. It looks green. Looks like a yellow green. $157 chamomile. 178 ginger. $137 tawny. Okay, we're on the home stretch. 102 chocolate. $164 walnut brown. Ooh, my favorite brown. 134 coffee. I bet you can guess why. Yeah, looks coffee-like. It does, it does. $122 fog gray. $212 vintage purple. That doesn't look very purple. Okay, 173 ice blue. Ooh, nothing is coming out. Very little. 143 Perma Gray. $174 Dolphin Gray. $115 Smoke Gray. $130 Elephant Gray. $172 Ash Gray, or Ash Black. Okay. 104 Noor. So this must be like super black. Black and black for reals. Okay, we have completed swatching, finally. I'll go ahead and put these back in the tray. I will be transferring these to a pencil case when we go to number them. Where that is not sitting. Is that right? Yeah, that is. All of them, isn't it? All right, let's check on our color that we couldn't get to come out. Rouge Pink. And we'll even give it a little shake, but we've been standing it up vertical. Did it do anything? No. So look at what I'm looking at. Like the tip is completely white and nothing is coming out. Absolutely nothing. So this will be a good candidate for us to try fixing in an upcoming video. All right. So we need to go through and finish determining our transparency. So I am using a Frixon pen. I like to use these because they're erasable. And it's a navy blue. So that might be another video. So we're going to turn the recording off and do a closing. All right, so let's take a look at, let's move these out of the way. Sorry if I bumped the camera. And I'll just zoom in on the book a little bit. Okay, so here are the colors. I haven't finished marking transparency and opaque. We'll do that in our third and final episode of this series of Arteza Inkonic swatching, where we will determine the transparent versus opaque colors, and also we will demonstrate how I label and organize them. Okay, so here is the first page. Here's the second page of colors. Here's the third page of colors. Here's the fourth page of colors. Fifth page, fifth and final page. So it took 10 pages, 5 spreads. So yeah, so that is the conclusion of our swatching for today. And if you like the video, please like the video. If you would like to see more content or have any comments on my swatch today, please comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell, do all the things. And for those of you who have been with me to the very start, thank you for sticking it out with me and enjoying my various hobbies. And for those of you who have just joined, I am absolutely loving the channel, the watercolors, the coloring, the adult coloring. I'm absolutely loving it, and I am in it to win it, you guys. I am in it to get better and improve, and I'm sharing that journey with you. All right, so I will see you guys in the next video. Happy coloring!